Super Sock Boy and the Vacuum Cleaner of Doom. It was an unusually quiet Saturday morning in Timmy's house. Timmy, the boy who transformed into Super Sock Boy at a moment's notice, was lounging in his room with his favorite mismatched socks on, daydreaming about his next great adventure. But the peace wouldn't last for long. From downstairs, there came a loud, growling noise. It was deep, it was rumbling, and it sounded like a monster. Timmy sat up straight, his superhero senses tingling. "What's that sound?" he muttered to himself. "It's like a beast." Without wasting a second, Timmy leaped from his bed and sprinted to his superhero stash. His trusty red towel cape was draped over his chair, and he grabbed it, tying it around his neck. He adjusted his goggles, making sure they were nice and snug. And, of course, he pulled on his favorite mismatched socks, the ultimate source of his superpower. "Super Sock Boy is on the case," he declared. He dashed downstairs, ready to face whatever monstrous force was causing the racket. Chapter 1, The Vacuum Cleaner Villain. As Timmy raced into the living room, he skidded to a stop. There, in the middle of the room, was the source of the growling noise, a vacuum cleaner. But this wasn't just any vacuum cleaner. No, to Super Sock Boy, this was a terrifying vacuum cleaner of doom. His mom was pushing the vacuum cleaner back and forth, completely unaware of the danger. But to Timmy, the machine looked like a villainous monster, with its long, snaking hose and gaping, hungry mouth. "Mom! Step away from the vacuum!" Timmy yelled, pointing dramatically. His mom looked up, clearly amused. "Timmy, it's just the vacuum. I'm cleaning up." But Super Sock Boy knew better. This was no ordinary vacuum, it was a sock-snatching machine, and it was hungry. He watched in horror as the vacuum's hose stretched out toward a stray sock on the floor. The sock was dangerously close to being sucked up into the belly of the beast. "No!" Super Sock Boy shouted. "Not the socks!" Chapter 2, The Great Sock Rescue. Without hesitation, Super Sock Boy leaped into action. He dove toward the sock, grabbing it just as the vacuum's hose was about to slurp it up. The vacuum made a loud growling noise, clearly upset that its snack had been stolen. "Not today, vacuum!" Super Sock Boy shouted, holding the sock triumphantly. But the vacuum wasn't giving up so easily. It started rumbling louder, as if it was determined to snatch as many socks as it could. Its hose whipped around like a wild snake, seeking out more socks to gobble up. Timmy's eyes widened. Socks all over the house were in danger. His own collection of superhero-worthy socks was scattered on the floor in his room. He had to protect them. "This ends now, Vacuum Cleaner of Doom," Timmy declared, adjusting his cape and preparing for battle. Chapter 3, The Sock Shield. Timmy ran around the house, gathering up every sock he could find. He stuffed them into a laundry basket, creating what he called his sock shield. With his socks safe inside, he was ready to confront the vacuum once and for all. But just as he was about to make his move, the vacuum roared to life again, its hose thrashing wildly as it sucked up anything in its path, loose threads, dust bunnies, even a stray Lego block. "All right, vacuum," Timmy muttered under his breath, "if you want to take my socks, you'll have to go through me first." With the sock shield held high, Super Sock Boy charged at the vacuum, dodging the snaking hose as it tried to grab at his socks. The vacuum rumbled and growled, but Super Sock Boy was too fast. He jumped onto the couch, leaped over the coffee table, and darted around the room like a superhero on a mission. The vacuum might have been a powerful sock-sucking beast, but it was no match for Super Sock Boy's quick thinking and speed. Chapter 4, The Final Battle. As Timmy raced around the room, the vacuum's hose lashed out, but it could never quite reach him. Super Sock Boy was too quick on his feet. He dodged left and right, flipping over cushions and ducking under chairs. But the vacuum wasn't giving up, and Timmy knew he had to end this once and for all. In a burst of inspiration, Timmy grabbed a nearby broom. It was time to put an end to the vacuum cleaner of Doom's reign of terror. With one swift motion, he used the broom to unplug the vacuum from the wall. The vacuum sputtered and hissed as its growling noise faded into a pitiful whimper. Then, silence. Super Sock Boy stood over the now defeated vacuum, his cape fluttering in the aftermath of the battle. He had done it. The socks were safe. Chapter 5, Victory at Last. Timmy's mom poked her head into the room, smiling at her heroic son. "Did you save the socks from the big, bad vacuum?" she teased. Timmy grinned, still in full superhero mode. "The vacuum cleaner of Doom won't be bothering us again," he said proudly. His mom laughed and ruffled his hair. "Well, thanks, Super Sock Boy. I don't know what we'd do without you." With the house safe from sock-snatching vacuums, Timmy returned to his room, his socks still safely tucked away in the laundry basket. He hung up his cape and placed his goggles on the dresser, satisfied that another day had been saved. As he lay back on his bed, Timmy smiled to himself. He knew that as long as there were socks to protect and household appliances to battle, Super Sock Boy would always be ready for action. The end. Or is it?